Can you tell me about having your arms sewn together?
At that point, I was so desperate for anyone to help me. And when they woke me up on morning one, basically less than 24 hours later in the hospital, they had told me at that hospital that I would only have 4 fingers if I stayed there. And those would be my index fingers and my pinkies, and everything else would be gone. So now fast forward, I got to meet Dr. Ignachuk. They transferred me to a different hospital. They said he could do wonders, but he's seen the pictures and he was not optimistic. Okay, so at least, someone else who's going to look at me before just saying, no, we can't help. He came into the hospital room and was really excited because he had this great idea. And the great idea was bilateral flaps. He explained that the thumbs needed to be covered with something, and were going to be big skin grafts. And those skin grafts needed to accept their new home and connect with the vascularity of the rest of my hands. And also, he was hoping that introducing the whole area to good blood flow would potentially help nurture any bit of tissue that he could potentially save. And that included some of the burnt bone. So he suggested initially sewing my thumbs into my abdomen, which I found horrific. Thinking about my arms sewn to my abdomen, and I'm like, gosh, how am I even going to get out of this hospital bed? So that was terrifying and didn't sound like a good idea. However, someone was trying to help me, and he said, I will try to help you. In my mind, I said, I will do whatever it takes. And at that time, he pulls up my hospital gown and he's like, well, there's not enough material. And I'm like, well, yeah, I've kind of explained to you that I'm a climber, and years of climbing means years of doing abs. And I'm kind of happy that there's not enough material because I don't like the sound of that. But I didn't want him to lose any steam. I want these good ideas to keep coming. And he and I kind of have a disagreement on this one because he claims it was my idea to sew my thumbs into my opposing forearms. Then somehow we came up with sewing my thumbs into my opposing arms, my forearms. So initially, trying to keep things light and joke around, I said to him, like, I dream of Jeannie. And as I write in the book, as time continued on, it turned into the straitjacket pose, opposed to I dream of Jeannie. However, I think it was way better than the abdomen, because you can at least do this to get yourself out of bed. And as you read in the book, eventually I was able to get some clothing and be able to just walk around and function with my arms sewn together. So I felt like, a freak show and horror movie kind of science experiment all in one.